Welcome back to the Awakening series. All right, so the first teaching video, or I'm searching for a word these days that makes sense, and we'll just say the teachings video. We're going to do is, and we're going to put this under the Awakening series, is intensity and tenacity. We'll call it the IT video. Okay, so we're going to do the IT video tonight. Intensity, tenacity. And people have asked me over the last 10, 12 years, what is the single most trait that you could recommend or needed to go through the journey? Tenacity. Tenacity. Just focused, tenacity. When the emotions are going wild and going crazy, when you're not sure, when you're fearful, when you're lazy and you're sluggish, when you're happy and joyous, when you're blissed out and you're cruising around, what is the thing that's going to help you to take the next step and never stop, or further down the road, or keep going, or keep traveling, or keep unveiling, or keep unfolding, or keep being more present, aware now, or just simpler, however you want to say it? What is one of the greatest traits that you just need to just sink your teeth into and never let go? Tenacity. Tenacity. I am going to get up that mountain regardless of what happens. Okay? Regardless. That's where I'm going. And along the way, you're going to have your journey. You're going to go through all. You might go from 1, 2, 3 right to the top, and boom, get it, because you're just like a cannon, like a cannonball shot out of the cannon, whoosh, straight to the mountaintop. Awesome. And other you might be just kind of like, like, oh yeah, going over here, going over there, fall down, get up, have different things. But tenacity is what's going to get you through. No matter what you do, tenacity. And that doesn't mean be harsh or tough on people. It's more that you have the will, the iron focused will. That either you go left or the right, but you stay right here on that focused moment, and you get through it. Tenacity. Okay. The first part of the IT is intensity. Lot of misconceptions these days that are put out by the light and love crowd, the gurus, the happy people, spiritual teachers, the internet now adopting it, speech about right will, right mind, many things. Stay away, stay away from that intensity. Stay away from that intensity. It is a common mistaught theme these days. Intensity is the meditation practitioner greatest friend. Okay? Again, intensity is the meditation practitioner's greatest friend. If you can see and accept it that way. All right? Because through intensity, you can get the fuel to move forward. You can get the fuel to focus your mind, to break down mental and emotional walls or barriers that are keeping you from doing what you want, that you can remove them. You can take it and use it as passion, or you will fire up something within and it's really intense, and if you hold with it and you do the meditations and you do you do your journaling, you do your physical practices, maybe it's yoga, maybe it's martial arts, it's tai chi, it's aikido, it's an active meditation, and you take that raw, pure incredible intensity, and you hang with it without exploding it over to the right, or exploding it over to the left, or exploding it out your, you know, your girlfriend, boyfriend, husband, wife, kids, business partner, fellow human being driving down the road in road rage. But if you can hold that intensity, and you can then, while you hold that intensity, focus it with your mind, with a beautiful intent, like, I'm going to create the great painting, I'm going to create a beautiful book, I'm going to get the job done, I'm going to clean, you know, that attic, or I'm going to clean, you know, there's a big stack of dishes and it's really annoying me, and on a very small example, and it's annoying me, but oh, you just focus at it and use that intensity to clean the dishes. Boom, you'll get something done. And also within yourself, if you take that intensity and you can unveil it, in other words, by holding that stuck point within yourself. Great old Tai Chi lesson that was taught to me back in the 90s about holding points of reference within the body. Okay, and another teacher before that, he said, you got to be aware of the body awareness, okay? But if you can hold that intense moment and you can focus on it, and I used to walk around, I put my finger in my chest. You know, I did it from 1998 to 2005. You'd see me walking around and I'd have my finger on my face, or on my arm, or whatever, and I'd hold a point of reference within the body. Okay, martial arts teacher taught me this back in 1990, late 90s. Okay, very Taoist Tai Chi thing, and many other teaching systems use it. But if you can grab that intensity and you can hold it with a focused point of awareness, and then ask the question into it, you can transform an emotion, a mindset. And many people think that this cognitive dissonance, which is big new age term going out right now. Well, it's a very practical term, but the I'm smarter than you teachers are running out using this term nonstop. You know, great author up in Arizona is debunking that stuff left and right about how people are using big fancy words to look really incredibly intelligent, you know, that they're super smart, so you'll follow them and give money and they'll be your teacher. So they're acting smarter than they are, so they're using big words. So basically that term is just inner conflict. Okay, well, there's no such real, in the greater scheme, there's no such thing as an inner conflict. Okay, I mean, there's no conflict. You're just where you're at. Okay, so if you're in an intense moment and you're frustrated, people say, "Oh, that's an inner conflict between your mind and your emotions and your body and your life." No, there is no conflict. You're just in conflict. There's no inner conflict. You're in conflict. Okay? There's no back and forth. There's one reality. There's no separation. These mind games that everybody's using psychology and everybody is going rampant dingy Oprah on mental health issues. Now, granted, everybody, it is important to have pure mind, pure body, pure, you know, soul, if you want to call it. Okay? You know, mind, body, soul. Okay? That you're in alignment. Okay, I get this. And to clean your thoughts, you know, and your mind is very powerful. But everybody's going just I think we have in this country now 100 million psychologists. Don't know what to tell you. That's not my game. Okay, people. I do meditation, I do life, I do reality. I do the personal path, the spiritual path, and business. Okay, that's what I do. All right, but there is no, in the greater awakened state, there is no conflict. It's another psychological wordsmithing game that people are using to go, oh, look, I'm going to give you this real cool terminology so I can be real smart and you'll pay me your money. Okay? It's also the reason the terminology is used is because people are genuinely trying to figure things out and evolve and create a better life. Or a more, I'm in a very interesting place right now, in a fabulous way right now, everybody. So many words that are used on the spiritual path or the meditation path history, they're failed to me right now. So this year, as I'm doing these videos, you're going to give me moments where I start to say something and I go, not into that. Okay? So you're gonna watch my process going through it. I really am in a great Zen state of mind. And even that, I'm like, there's no such thing as a Zen state of mind. It's gone. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? It's gone. This doesn't exist. What's going on? So that's my personal sharing. But getting back to intensity and inner conflict. Intensity is the fuel of life. It's fabulous. It doesn't mean you take that and just go road rage it or go crazy. It also doesn't mean like, listen, there's 20 gang members down the street shooting, semi-automatic weapons, and I'm going to go run down into that intense moment and see what it's about. No, that's called use some awareness, people. But emotional or mental intensity, fabulous stuff. This is the fuel. It's like the sand in the oyster creates the pearl. The intensity is the friction of the sand in the oyster. And in a realized calm breath, it's wonderful. So when you're going through the seeker's journey, you want these moments because they're fuel. It's just raw fuel of the self. It's uncaptured intelligence within, and you learn to be aware of your body and harness. Now, I don't even know if that exists anymore. I'm just like, I'm alive. Okay, but I'm gonna teach it from the road of that way, of the awakening journey. I may here this year or soon abolish all of that, everybody. I really mean, I'm really relate to some of the great Zen teachers these days, and it's a different phase. And I've watched great mentor of mine go through it, and I feel like I'm like on the early days of what he went through. It's one of the reasons the teachings are coming out. The teachings take care of the teachings. For so long I was kind of holding, like, oh, I gotta be like Mr. Bodyguard, Mr. Warrior Protector, Mr. Wiseman, you have to earn it. Now I'm like, what are you talking about, man? Grace takes care of grace, wisdom takes care of wisdom, evolution takes care of evolution, teachings take care of teachings. People pay me, they don't, that's because I either handle my business right or wrong or whatever, but just let it flow, which is how I started back in 06. Okay? So now I'm going to wrap this all up in this moment here. I'm kind of introducing a little bit of my own personal process right now because I'm in an unbelievable state of mind. Recently I had something really bad happen. Bad, right? Like, took me literally 3 breaths in my life. I went, wow. Then because of that, something really great happened. I was like, and I was writing about this ancient wisdom lesson of maybe, good thing happens. Oh, that's great. Maybe. Because a good thing, a bad thing happens. Maybe. And on it goes. And it actually manifesting in my life like that right now. But even that, all the stories and the koans of the old, personally these days, people, I'm in a really cool place as far as my personal meditation or essence of self journey. You know, I'll use that, or just my life. Okay, really feeling fabulous. And words are, the moment I say them, I go, I could just go. But then I'm going, what are you doing with the hands? I'm going, oh man, oh. Speak, man, speak. What is, come up with all these little funny little sayings to represent essence or life. I go, get rid of that, So that's where I'm at. So through the videos through the years, you're going to have these moments where I'm going to describe things and I'm going to take them back. Okay. So usually I've gone through these stages in my journey in life, and I've had them, and then the words flow. And the friends around me, I shared it. So I'm going to do that now live on video. What I'm going through, I'm going to share this moment with everybody. Okay. So that's the way it is. So back to the it of the awakening. Okay, we started backwards. Okay, we should have started with I, intensity, and then tenacity. Okay, we should have started with, going that way. But like I said, I'm walking in backwards this year, people. I'm just going to start with tenacity, your greatest friend. Make up your mind and grab hold of it. But also, I'm gonna expand on that before I go back to intensity and the inner conflict and whatnot. I'm gonna wrap all this up beautifully, hopefully. Okay. Tenacity. You grab hold of that focused will. But here's the deal. Now here's the make it work part, people. Don't be a blockhead and said, I'm gonna walk up to that mountaintop, 1, 2, 3, and that's the way I'm gonna go. And you start climbing it, and all of a sudden you realize you're at a 300-foot face, but you walk up, you climb up 10 feet and you fall down. You go, I'm gonna keep doing it, you fall down. You know, climb up and you fall down. You go, no, that's the path I chose, and my will is gonna get it. And you're seeing that in politics right now. Just bash, bash, bash. Where people are just going, this is the way you're going to do it. And I'm just going like, wow, man, is that a lot of suffering? So when you grab a hold of intensity, of your will, your determination, your passion, where you're going to go, part of that is, man, be smooth, baby. It's like, come on, baby. Did it in a video last year. Yeah, baby, come on, be smooth. I'm going up the mountain, yeah, cruising up the mountain, cruising up the mountain, cruising up the mountain. Oh, yeah, you know what, that didn't work. I was trying to climb. I climbed up 8 feet, went boom on my butt. Ooh, that hurt. So I took a few steps back, and I go, oh, look, there's a nice little path. I was like, oh, yeah, baby. Oh, yeah. Like, yeah, and you got your grooving on, and just like, oh, it's easy. It's 1, 2, 3. I'm loving this. And with my will, I'm gonna get from A to B to C. I'm gonna get from where I started to the top of the mountain, and I'm just gonna be cruising the easy road, low riding. I'm just gonna be a smooth groove, zen, wind whispering through the willows, and I'm just like, whew, yeah, this is great. I'm a walking, I'm a cruising, I'm a doing, I'm getting it done. I'm not going to be all, I'm getting in this thing. In other words, what works, works. So when you grab hold of intensity, I think it's the jacket, really, I think the jacket got me, like, my own old wise man ghetto move, right? Trying to be zen stepping. Yeah, my zen stepping. I was zen stepping, right? It's the jacket. It's the jacket. So, tenacity. You focus on that point of a task or something where you're doing, or emotional discipline or self-growth, which there's no such thing as self-growth, but an evolving of self, an evolution, or a learning something about yourself, an understanding, to understand. Lock onto it, but also keep an open-mindedness to how you're going to accomplish it. Okay, and this last 10-year journey of the mastery journey that I was writing and explaining everything, I got half a dozen examples of when you're tenacious and you're going from, I'm here and I want to climb to the mountaintop, and this is the way I'm going to go, and you get a game plan and you go for it, okay? And then, like, when you go over to your game plan says you're going to climb, you're going to get to the top of the mountain through this side of the mountain, but there's a huge cliff, and you just keep trying to scale it and keep falling down. But you're so, that's the way I planned it. No, people. Be smart. Be zen stepping. Be cruising. What works, works. So when you have your tenaciousness, have an open mind to find out what works. And what works is just 1, 2, 3. Okay? So now, you know, we were kind of like, we were backpedaling into this video. Backpedaling this video. Okay. Instead of it, we went to T-I. Tenacity, intensity, inner conflict. There's no such thing as inner conflict, people. There's just conflict. There's just tension. You're tense. Conflict's a mental construct. Okay, so you don't want to avoid intensity. You know, and I referred to it last year in videos. It's the China doll syndrome. It's the goddess China doll thing. Oh, I just don't deal with that. Oh no, that's bad energy. That's toxic. That's bad. Oh, I can't handle it. No, people, no. It's just energy. But also you use your critical mind and you say, well, is that a physically dangerous situation, or is that good for my life, or whatever? But intensity is the meditation practitioner's greatest friend. So in this first real teaching video of 2019, there's 2 things I'm going to really say to every meditation practitioner in the world, and even, and listen, in any part of your life, okay, of awakening. 2 traits that you got to just hold like lightning and thunder, like wind and soft kisses in yourself. You embrace and master the art of intensity and the art of tenacity. There's no going down the road of the awakened state without those 2. I guarantee you. Okay? And those 2 traits are phenomenal. And remember, compassion and kindness and openness, and you know, don't be closed-minded, like this is what I'm going to do, you know, but also don't be spacey, like, okay, well, I'm going to go up this path, the mountain, and, you know, keep trying to climb up and get frustrated. But also don't be like, yeah, man, I'm just going to walk over here, I'm going to walk over there, I'm going to wait for a bus, a kite, a balloon. Oh, yeah, I'm just going to get to the top of the mountain any way it comes, man. It's infinite possibilities. Oh, yeah, it's cool. Focus. Okay, that's what real tenacity is about. Focus. And if you divert off, get back to it. Okay, so those are 2 little traits that I'm going to start the new year with. And I had fun with this video. I didn't know what I was going to do tonight. I said, let's do this one. And it just came. All right, everybody. Hope you enjoyed. Please just give a big hug to the like button. You know, namaste. You know, give some 3, 2, 1 peace to that subscribe button. And let's see if we can't build a fabulous channel here. And I'm always here to answer any questions you have. And let's enjoy the venture of 2019. And I am back, and we are unleashed. And thank you all for your patience, love, and views. Okay, I'm not going to be a dancer when I grow up. Yeah, that just didn't work. We got to edit that.